Boom, yes people, back with another one, man. And today, you see the title of the video, Introverted versus Extroverted Women. Now, one of my subscribers actually asked me to do this video, so if you have stuff that you think you want to hear my experience on or you want me to talk about, just put in the comments. I look at all the comments. I reply to literally most, if not all the comments. So yeah, put it in and then I'll get it done, bro. I'll get it done. You guys, that helps me out because I constantly have to think about topics and stuff. But if you guys are giving me stuff that you want me to talk about, it makes my life easier, so for sure. But let's get into it. I actually thought this was an interesting video and I never really thought about doing it. But when you mentioned it, it's like, yeah, this is a good video now. He asked me what's my experiences with introvert and extrovert women. Now, I've been with both women, introvert and extrovert. First of all, I would say I'm more introvert. Well, I definitely am more introvert than extrovert. So yeah, and I feel like if just because you're introvert doesn't mean that you can't get on with an extrovert woman and vice versa. Because sometimes opposites attract in it, but also sometimes sometimes you want someone on the same vibe as you. And I feel like it's different for long-term and short-term dating. Okay, let's get into it. Firstly, I feel like for long-term dating, for long-term dating, you definitely want to go with someone more on your vibe. Me, I'm an introvert, so I would think that I would want someone more introverted just because it's more chilled, less headache and stuff. But if you're looking for flings and stuff, short-term dating, I'd definitely say you want to speak to more extroverted women. I feel like let's say if I'm looking at my one night stands or flings or whatever, let's just talk about one night stands out. The women that are more likely going are the more extroverted women, bro. The women that are on the dance floor, they're having fun. You just see them and you just think girls just want to have fun. They're usually the ones that are going, respectfully. So yeah, I feel like if they're more extroverted, they're more likely to be open to doing more things, bro. Whereas introverts are more stuck in their ways. And yeah, like the pros you get from extroverted women is they have high enthusiasm, they're open-minded, they want to try different things, and usually they have better social skills, so their interaction's more fun. That's why sometimes I like dealing with extroverted women as an introvert, just because it's something different. Sometimes it's like, oh yeah, you're doing a bit much, but you're funny. It's just a bit something different. Whereas introvert women, they're just, yeah, you really know what to expect and things like this. And extrovert women, they're more open and expressive as well. Them reasons make it clear why it's easier to sleep with extrovert women if you're looking at short-term dating. But I feel like if you're looking at long-term dating, introvert women seem to have the better qualities, or they're built for it. They don't like going outside, they're just to themselves, and they don't like doing too much. But don't get it twisted, like some of those girls, they're going as well. They just need the right person to unlock it, innit? It's not to say that they're not, just because she's introverted, she's a saint. Nah. Some of them just want to feel comfortable with you, and then you see the real side, honestly. So yeah, but we went over the pros. I'd say the cons of extrovert women is they definitely need more attention. They need more attention. You need to speak to them more. You need to cater to them more. Just because they're so and you have to be like, you don't have to match their energy, but you can't give them nothing back, or they're just gonna feel weirded out, if that makes sense. Also, the thing with extrovert women is I feel like they're more likely to seek outside validation if they're not getting it from the person they're with. Now, that's why I say sometimes you need someone on the same vibe as you. But yeah, I definitely say extrovert women, they like the validation, bro. They like being center of attention. They like the validation. They just like being that it girl, bro. Which is that fair. That's up to them. That's cool. Everyone's personality is everyone's personality. Some girls might find me more boring because I'm introverted, or an extrovert girl might look at me and be like, "Oh, he's mysterious," sort of thing. That's what I usually get when I'm dealing with extrovert girls. It's like they're trying to find out more about me, and I'm not giving away too much. Damn, my bad, my laptop. Yeah, I'm not giving away too much, but they're trying to find out more about me just because. It's like, what's this guy? He's just chilling. He's not giving me much. You know how girls are, so they want a bit more, innit? Now let's go with introvert girls. I'd say the pros for introvert girls is I feel like they're more likely to have firstly, they're more likely to be inside, bro. They're more likely to be inside. Don't have to go outside too much. Me, that's what I like anyway. I don't. If I'm single long term, I don't need a girl that needs to be out every weekend, bro. I'll be honest. We just need to be cool, just cuddling and putting on Netflix, just doing simple stuff. And sometimes not even talking too much, bro. We're just watching stuff. You know how some girls, they feel like they need to talk because it's awkward if no one say nothing. No, sometimes we can just watch the screen and enjoy each other's company, innit? That's my opinion anyway. That's what I like. So they're more calm, they're more grounded, they're more chilled out. You don't have to do too much, and they're more predictable. Which I feel like is a good thing, especially in a long-term relationship. I feel like someone being for women, they get bored if you're too predictable. But for men, if you can predict your woman, like if she's more predictable, it's easier to suss out and it's easier to manage, bro. Because you know what to expect, you know what to you know what to do, you know how to deal with things and stuff. I'd say the cons is, I'd say if you're a really emotional guy or you like touchy feely and all of that stuff, that with really introvert girls, they might want more alone time, or you might not see them as much as you want to see them, just because introverts like to be by themselves, or they like to be to themselves. So I'd say that's one con. And if you want them to open up a bit more, they might be they might be more predictable, but they're harder to read. You get what I'm saying? So you know what to expect of them because of their traits, of their mannerisms, how they're moving, but you don't always know what they're thinking. It's harder to read. Whereas an extrovert woman is gonna tell you don't need to think about that stuff. That's another thing with introvert girls. It's harder to read, especially if you're looking at short term dating. It might be a bit harder to gauge, is she going, is she not? She's not giving me anything back, but is she just like playing hard to get? It's harder, they're harder to work out, innit? Which some guys like. Some guys like a bit of a challenge. Me personally, I don't like it if it's way too easy, bro. If it's way too easy, it's just like, it's a turn off low key. It's like, how many you got, bro? Yeah, you find me attractive or whatever, but come on, don't get me wrong, don't make it an obstacle course, but you shouldn't be wanting to jump in bed with me after me saying, hey, you get or after 2 words. But then we need to build a bit more tension and stuff. So yeah, bro, those are the pros and cons. I'll get into a story time, yeah, because you guys like the story times. So boom, I'm on a two-man's, right. We're in Milan. Me and my boys are in Milan. But me and my boy on our two-man, innit? Bro, basically, we all go on. Well, we go on Hinge. We go on Hinge before. I matched this girl on Hinge, pretty girl. To be fair, on Hinge, she didn't even look all that, bro. I wasn't too excited to meet her. But I just know what, boom. She said she got a friend, bro. She sent her friend, yeah. Friend was peak, bro. Our friend was, oh yeah, from the pictures, yeah, our friend was, buff, and I knew, yeah, bro. I knew once I sent the pictures, she was gonna like my friend, innit? So I was like, yeah, two mans already, boom. So she sent pictures of her friends, I sent pictures of my friends, and then we locked them in, we were locked in, so we're like, yeah, when we get out there, etc. So we get out there, we get out to Milan. I'm from London, by the way, so we get out to Milan or whatever. And first we was pre-drinking or whatever, we was gonna go out. And then she's like on me. She's messaging me, well, you da da da. So I just send her the address, innit? But I'm a bit tipsy, innit? I send her the address because she's just messaging me, she's calling me. I just send her the address. And I've even forgot that they're coming. So boom, we're pre-drinking, music's playing. I get a call. She's like, yeah, we're 5 minutes away. No, she was like, yeah, we're at the station. I was like, huh? She's like, yeah, we're at the station. And me and my boy look at each other like, oh shit, we forgot. So they had to walk down in hills. They came, we can't believe you guys let us walk down in hills. I was like, no, usually I'm a gentleman, like, pattern something, cab or whatever, boom, boom, boom. You get it? So they came in, we had to go open the door because there's a foyer that you have to come through, innit? So I told my boys, like, come, let's go get them, innit? As I said, I wasn't too excited to meet him, but then I saw him in person, bro. I was like, oh yes, I'm active. I was like, as soon as I saw him in person, like, her heels, face card was peak. I was thinking, you need to learn how to take better pictures. Usually girls take better pictures. I knew her friend was buff, innit? Because her friend knew how to take pictures. And as soon as my boy saw her friend, yeah. As soon as I saw mine, boom, bro, everyone hit it off, bro. And this is what I'm getting into. My one matched my energy more. My one matched my energy, and my boy's one matched her friend's energy. It was crazy. It's crazy how it worked out. I feel like if we've switched, let's say my one went with my boy's one and I got the friend, it wouldn't have been as smooth because the energies would have been clashing. Now, what do I mean by this? For example, when we was in the cab, my boy's a bit more extroverted, isn't it? He's a bit more like laughy, jokey, and he's a bit more extroverted or whatever. And when we got in the cab, he's picking up like it was a sprinter type thing, innit? So there's space. So he's on the way to the club, yeah. So he's picking her up. They're laughing and like doing whatever, and she's screaming out laughing. You can tell she's more extroverted, innit? She's more out there. Whereas my one is just like, she's looking at me. She's just like rubbing my beard, and I got my hand on her thigh, innit? She's rubbing my beard and stuff. This was on the way to the Sisha Lounge. Then we went to a club, innit? So yeah, she's rubbing my beard like this. She's just like, I got my hand on my thigh. I'm whispering. I'm talking in her ear. As I said, I'm more introverted. So is she. So I feel like if I started doing the man to like picking her up, if I looked at my boy and tried to be him, sometimes you just gotta be yourself. If I looked at my boy and tried to be him, it wouldn't have worked, innit? It would not have worked. I don't want to make this story too long because I've already spoke before, but I'll speed it up. So boom, long story short, get to the Sisha Lounge. You can just tell they're like laughing, making mad noise. My one's doing Sisha. I don't do Sisha, innit? So she's like, chilling, she's on my chest. She's putting the Sisha on my he's holding the Sisha and she's trying to like put it on my mouth. I'm like, nah. And then she gets a drink instead. And she holds the cup for me and I'm sipping from the drink. I felt like a G, bro, because she was buff as well. The foreign girls are like that though. Foreign girls are more, they're like, they'll do that. British girls ain't really doing like holding your drink and pouring it in your mouth for you and so I was like, raw. And they're buff. Yeah, the treatment. But yeah, then. Not to say that we weren't doing stuff, because in the Seychelles lands, I was flirting, kissing a bit, and all of that. I remember even my boy and her friend, we was lipsing a bit. We was lipsing quite a bit, innit? And then we stopped lipsing and we just looked at them and they were looking at us and they were just smiling, bro. And everyone just started laughing. That was actually a perfect 2 months. Like, the 2 months couldn't have run any smoother. But compared to them, where like she's sitting on his lap, like they're laughing, he's carrying her about, like, and she's loving it, innit? If I'd done that to mine, I don't think it wouldn't have been that. It wouldn't have been that. And yeah, not to make the story too long, we ended up going to the club. From the club, we went back to ours, done what we done, innit? Whatever, yeah, boom, boom, boom. You guys know the rest. But that's what I'm saying. It went so perfectly. The 2 months went so perfectly because everyone's energy matched. My one matched my energy so much, and his one matched his energy. If we swapped it, it wouldn't have went as smooth for sure, bro. And when I can't lie, when she sent the picture of her friend, I was like, damn, bro, this guy got a leg. My one's calm, but when I saw her in person, I was like, oh yes. I was like, yes, bro. I didn't know she had the body like that as well. She's like doing speaking Italian and that. What a trip, bro. I'm even thinking back. But yeah, bro. That's the video, man. Introverted versus extroverted. Which one should you choose? It depends what you want, honestly, and depends how you are. So go through all the points I spoke about and just, yeah, that's what I think anyway. But like, comment, subscribe, all of that jazz, and I'll catch you on the next one in a bit.